top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been holding it in for a while, hey. Take me with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make it round. But get up now, get up, get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make it round. But get up now, get up, get up now.
Good morning, Park Cubs. Today is Wednesday, December 7, 2016.
We have no birthdays to celebrate today.
Today for lunch, in addition to the usual items in the center station, we will have lasagna and breadsticks.
And now it's time to read off some of the High Five Awards.
A big park high five to Kevin Miles for always greeting me respectfully each morning, Mrs. Westerman.
Thanks for coaching me, to Daniel from Jose.
Drippy, thanks for inspiring me to become a better basketball player.
Congratulations on the awards. Remember, you can write someone a High Five Award today to recognize all the hard work that staff and students do to make the park a better place.
The Pennyworth is still going strong. In 1 week, we have raised nearly $1,000. The current leader at each grade level are Mrs. Montemayor in the 6th grade, Mrs. Dowgs in the 7th grade, and Mrs. Hicks in the 8th grade. Your teachers have been sent the full breakdown of all the classes so far, so be sure to ask and see where your homeroom stands.
Our winter social is this coming Friday from after school until 4 o'clock. We will have a DJ, open gym, library, and computers, and other activities. Tickets will be on sale at lunch starting today. Tickets will cost $4 unless you have purchased your ASB this year. Then it will only cost $2. Come on out and have a great time this Friday.
Mrs. Espy would like to report that the band concert last night was amazing. She said all the bands were awesome and was a great pleasure to listen to all of them. Nice job, Park Band.
75 years ago, Pearl Harbor was attacked in Hawaii by the Japanese, leading the United States into entering World War II. Please watch these 2 videos on remembering this event.
December 7th for me is personal because my grandfather was here, my grandmother was here, my mom was 10 years old. Grandfather was just getting off shift and he was in the shipyard when the torpedo planes roared over his head at about 100 feet. He remembers the bullets, bouncing off sheet metal next to him like hard rain. The Pacific Fleet had been here intact for the most part since that Friday on the 5th. The USS Arizona pulls in at around 10 o'clock that morning and ties up for the last time. It'll be her last mooring. At the same time, the Japanese Navy have departed from northern Japan and are racing across the northern Pacific and will arrive in Hawaiian waters on the morning of December 7th. And at 6 a.m. that morning, they begin to launch the first wave of aircraft, which was about 183 planes. And then an hour later, the second wave of aircraft, which will be 167 planes. Over this island was 350 aircraft, fighters, torpedo planes, horizontal bombers, and dive bombers, each assigned a task. They struck our airfields with such ferocity that we could not respond. We got about 14 aircraft up that morning. The fires from Pearl Harbor could be seen all over the island. My mother and my grandmother and my grandfather felt the Japanese would be in their backyards the next day. Marine guards were placed on some of the ships and along the shoreline, and it was hard to take because they could hear the tapping. All of the ships that were sunk had men trapped below because they had gone to watertight integrity. There was no way to get out. So they took cotton, put it in their ears so they couldn't hear the tapping, and then after a few days, that stopped. Certainly we fought back, but this is a battle that we lose here. And it fills us with kind of resolve. When you look back at these days, which the 75th anniversary will usher in again, this is something that literally spelled out American defensive policy for the next 50 years. And so remember Pearl Harbor becomes this battle cry that will never be forgotten.
My name is Herb Weatherwax. They call me Uncle Herb. I'm 98 years old at the present time. I took my basic training in Schofield Barracks. 10 days before the bombing of Pearl Harbor, we were alerted to get prepared for an invasion by sea. And on December 7th, I had been let out on a weekend pass. And early that morning, we were prepared to go to church, and I heard a loud explosion. And they announced over the radio that all military personnel report your station immediately. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor. One-third of our unit were Japanese boys, and those Japanese boys were Americans. They were loyal Americans. And when they found out that the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, they got angry. They wanted to get out and fight the Japanese, their own people. And as I reached to Pearl Harbor, I looked out on my left and I saw the Arizona just enveloped in flames. I passed by a willow field. I saw the destruction. The hangars were ablaze. All the planes that were there had been destroyed. Hundreds and hundreds of people just never had a chance. The ones who suffered most are the mothers of all those children. Many of them were 17, 18 years old, and they all lost their life at just an instant. Never forget Pearl Harbor.
This week's motivational quote comes from Nelson Mandela. It will always seem impossible until it's done. Go out there, go out this week, Cubs, and make this impossible.
Remember, your ID should be on invisible at all times today. Please show your IDs to your teacher now. Lanyards are now on sale in the office. If you need a lanyard, it will only cost you 25 cents.
This and all previous Cub reports are online can be found by going to www.youtube.com/Park Middle School Cubs. That's it for today, Cubs. I'm Maritza, your 6th grade ASB officer.
I'm Nazreen, your 6th grade ASB officer.
And I'm Jennifer, your 6th grade ASB officer.
And remember, all Park Cubs are capable of success. No exceptions. Miss Montemayor is good.
I am a kid at Hope. I am talented, smart, and capable of success. I have dreams for the future, and I will climb to reach those goals and dreams every day. All children are capable of success, no exceptions. No exceptions! No exceptions!